This is going to be a strange summer. We're going to have winter tires on our cars, we're going to have winter tires on our hips, but hopefully the sports facilities will reopen. And that's when these 5 tips I got for you will come in handy. These are a little bit weird, I have to admit, but these are reasonings and reasons for you to frequently do sports and visit a facility where you can do sports. And these are reasons that are not related to the most common goals of trying to look a certain way, for aesthetical purposes, just trying to be healthy, thinking that, okay, the doctor said I should do some more exercise. Okay, I guess I gotta train then. And it's really not to impress the opposite sex by going there or with the results that you get from training. No, this is a little bit different. So let's start with the first one, logistics. So to avoid traffic jams, what's better than to start to go to work in the morning 1.5 hours before everyone else? Instead of sitting in the traffic jam for, 45 minutes, you can save a lot of time driving when there's no traffic and then have that extra time in the gym. And if you get into this mood that, okay, I'll try to do this, avoid the traffic jam, because people hate traffic jams, right? If you hate traffic jams, you can try this, because the benefit of thinking this way is that you will have traffic jams every day. And what would be better to support your habit of training than to think that, okay, it's a weekday, I'm going to start off just like yesterday, I'm going to skip the traffic, I don't like the traffic, I'm going to go to the gym in the morning, get the training done, and then the next day, well, it's kind of automatic, right? This could also work, of course, after work. So depending on when you get out, maybe there's a rush hour, well, you might be able to skip that by just going to a sport facility near your job. Now, the second reasoning, also pretty damn weird, is thinking about where you shower. If I say to you, don't shower at home. So you need to think about a place where you can go and train, and then you can shower. And you're going to shower anyway, at least once a day, right? So if you're going to take a shower, why not take it in a place where they might offer also a jacuzzi, a sauna? Enjoy life. And maybe, it depends, of course, how you live, but maybe the facilities somewhere else are better than in your house or in your apartment. So you can actually think, okay, if I'm going to shower, well, I might as well go on the bike then and train a bit before that. And so it doesn't necessarily have to be a gym or any kind of sports facility. It could be even at home. You think like, okay, I'm going to take a shower. Well, I might as well do some sport before. So you don't have to do, if you go in the morning and shower and then you come home from work, you're like, oh, I should work out. But then I got to shower. And for some people, that have, homeless haircuts like myself, maybe they take better care of their hair than I do. And they need to, especially women, they might think that, oh no, it's such a hassle with the hair, such a hassle, like, oh no, I'm not going to train. So maybe get into the mood, okay, if I'm going to take a shower, I might as well train. Could work, right? Okay, number 3, avoid eating. Avoid eating. So you would actually train just because you want to avoid eating. And this is especially true for lunch hour workouts. So if you know that your choices, whether it's restaurants nearby your office or whether it's that you're just too lazy or don't have time to make food at home to bring with you to work, you can actually, if you have the possibility, do some sports during your lunch break. And this way you can avoid eating something bad. And instead of eating something, maybe you just have some kind of sports drink before the sport, afterwards as well. And that way you can maybe not, I wouldn't say it's a good idea to go without food. So you should eat something, right? Or at least drink something. But at least you can avoid eating something really, really unhealthy. So if you know that the only food options close to your office are really, really poor, then don't do those things. Don't, there's no temptation to always get that pizza from the only restaurant that's close by, and it happens to be just a pizzeria with a lot of cheese. So to avoid the temptation, you just pack your gym bag, and that way maybe you can avoid that pitfall. Number 4, integration. And this is for international businessmen that need to travel, and if you're moving around the world, you're living maybe 2 years somewhere, 2 years somewhere else, and to integrate in society, it's actually a really good idea to go along in some kind of association, some kind of club. Maybe a normal gym doesn't really count because it's not that social, but any type of club where you can practice some kind of sport will actually build a lot of friendships and probably help you integrate in the society. So you can look at the training just as a tool to meet other people. So, and then of course it's going to be good for your health as well, but with the mindset that you're not going there because someone or you yourself, you thought you were overweight. You're going there just to meet people, and then you train as well, and it's something to do, and hopefully you can meet some great friends there. And then number 5, lastly, is to let out steam. And this is something that I've actually noticed that this is just brilliant during lunch breaks to go and, everything that happens in the morning, sometimes you have bad days, sometimes they're more frequent, and it's nice to just go and get all the energy out. So you sort of restart the day at noon, and you take a shower, and you're feeling great. You've been training, the blood's flowing in the body. You can really sort of reset your brain, reset your body, and you start again in the afternoon. And it's amazing how you can feel differently than except, if you're in an office in the morning, you have your Tupperware and you eat your whatever food at your desk, and it's really not a break even. You just even work at the same time, and you just continue throughout the day like that. That's horrible. In the afternoon you're just gonna crash. But if you go and train at noon, man, you don't feel that angry. You don't feel that anxious, and I think your colleagues will appreciate your behavior much more. You won't be snappy. You won't say something stupid by mistake. You won't appear to be angry. I mean, you're gonna be too tired to shout probably, so everyone's gonna think you're a very calm person. So it's just a lot of benefits. So these are 5. Rational, irrational, hard to say. I think you have to brainwash your own mind and find multiple things that will help you do your routines, get into new habits, and maybe thinking about these a little bit stranger reasonings will help you also think about how you can program yourself to start your new habits and hopefully then stick to them and enjoy them. I'm Eric Snell, the author of the Fit Businessman book, and I'll see you at work.